G'day fellow miners, and welcome to another episode in my all new D Minecraft series. Today's episode is 46. We are in, well, at the moment, how do I do it again? Nope. We are in Minecraft 1.5. This is the snapshot actually. I haven't, the pre-release. I haven't been bothered to download the full version. I don't think there's anything that much different in it. What we're going to do today is very quickly go around and have a look at what is broken in the world. We'll start here with the animal breeder. You may or may not know that baby animals, well, let's just say baby cows in particular, or cows and sheep, have had slight changes. They're now only one block high, and for some reason they don't swim up anymore. So when the babies drop down into here, they get washed along to this point, and then they sit at the bottom and eventually they drown. So the cascade is still working, but the baby bovine evator is not. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to sort that out. The chicken killer is broken. I've already removed the torch that was powering this dispenser, because prior to this redstone update, if you had a dispenser and it was powered, when you sent a redstone signal to it, it would activate on both the high signal and then when the signal went low again, but now it no longer does that. It just sort of freezes in place, stays activated. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to get around that. Probably have to have two monostable circuits back there somewhere, slightly offset, so that they trigger once and trigger again. I've added a hopper here. That's full, and it's going to start filling up very shortly. So yeah, I've taken advantage of the new hoppers. This lift still works. I do have to be on nope. Smooth lighting. Oh, no, smooth lighting was on and that worked. Okay, that's interesting. Nothing changed in here. I am going to probably play around with this. Maybe stick. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it, but maybe put hoppers here, and then have perhaps a minecart that I can push a button. It'll go around and pick up all the wool out of the hoppers. Something. I don't have a lot of room to work underneath here, although I can lower the roof in the cascade because it doesn't need to be as high as it is. Big change, the very, very, very big change is in crops and the way they work. Planting, it still sets off a bud switch update, but the thing is, well, this is a dispenser, so it no longer fires out a bit of, and I've got so much bone meal on me, it no longer fires out a piece of bone meal. It actually uses the bone meal. So but having said that, crop growth doesn't update blocks bud switches anymore. So the bread maker's broken. I'm probably going to have to, I don't know whether I'll just rip that out. Burn skeleton. Burnt. Hello, creeper. One thing, my cactus farm seems to be a lot higher yield. I don't know why, but this was only dropping about 3 or 4. Now it's dropping about 15. This still works fine. Obviously, because it's just a button press and piston activation. Pardon me. What doesn't work anymore is... Ooh, hello. What are you doing, dude? Where did you come from? You must have come from outside. This no longer works because, well, these pistons all update at the same time and then reset. Well, again, these need to be droppers, but the cocoa bean, planting the cocoa bean doesn't trigger the bud switch, and again, it takes 2 applications of bone meal to get them to grow. So the cocoa machine is bust. These guys still work perfectly fine because they're very simple, and this is an argument for very simple, very simple builds. If you build things that are complicated, and again, I probably might add like a maybe it'll be hard because there's not much room, but I may add a hopper to this. To make it easier to get the carrots, and same with the wheat farm and the future planned potato farm, which I haven't quite finished yet. So I think the zombie might have gotten from back here. Okay, moving along quickly. There is other stuff that we need to get to. The villager breeding system is still working very well. The villagers still get removed from the carts by the removal system. This is still working as far as I know. I haven't actually tested the breeding part, but I would have to assume that it's still working. I can't see why they would change in the Redstone update, why they would change villager breeding. Let's try and get over. Let's try and get over here. This elevator is broken, and it is something to do with the wiring, the way I've got it wired. It's fixable. As you can hear, you could hear some of the dispensers double activate. I don't know why. But yeah, that's got to be looked at and fixed. Again, I don't know whether I removed... I think I might have... yeah, no, I haven't changed this. So this has got to be moved, because, I mean, the bucket-o-matic will still work, but if I have that block powered and I push this button, it would just work once and then never work again, kind of thing. So that's sorted. Now it just fires one bucket. I don't really want to mess around with I don't really want to mess around with trying to fit complex circuitry behind the wall to get this sort of working. Why have I not got enough bricks to fill that in? Where did the other brick go? Anyway, never mind. Cat's still meowing. The rail system still works. There is an actual addition to the rail system that is good. I no longer need the... If you remember when I built that, I put like track removers underneath the end of each trip. So that when you like got to the end of the trip, the track would pull out, the minecart would drop, and that would get rid of its momentum. So when you returned, you wouldn't take any damage. This hasn't moved for a while, but these bud switches are still working, and this system is still working, because I have actually seen it produce one block of ice since I've updated. I'm not going to hang around and wait for it to do it, but yeah, the ice machine is still functioning quite well. What else? What else? The donor village. Now, the interesting thing about that is, and these bud switches are still working properly, so that's all good. The interesting thing about the donor village is it seems to be functioning better than it was. Well, as you might know by watching my videos, I have a geez, I just made it into the cart then. I have a day and night, like an old school, well, not really old school, I guess. It's a bud based day night switch. And I thought I was going to have to replace that with, ooh, come on, you can do it. Load up chunks. I thought I was going to have to replace that with the new day-night sensor. Yes, I see this piston back here. I don't need that anymore. I thought I was going to have to replace that with a new day and night sensor. And it turns out, and I don't know what time it is, it turns out that this seems to be working quite well, actually. It in 1.4 it was a little bit broken in that at night it would like double activate. Pretty sure all that has got grass on it. The lights would double activate as the sun went down, and now it just activates the once, which seems to indicate that the Redstone update has actually fixed something to do with the way grass grows. I don't know, but anyway, the donor village lighting is working, as you probably saw by the intro. It's a lovely panorama of the village. That's pretty much that's pretty much it in the way of changes that, like, of things that I've found. Oh yeah, the tree farms. If you remember the Zumavoid designed tree farms, nice and basic. Well, the additions of hoppers, with the addition of hoppers, it's made them a lot more automatic. Like, all I need to do now is basically I chop down the trees, and then I go away for a bit, and then I come back and replant, because I've put hoppers. I've put hoppers in, and we'll need ender pearls to get up there because the lift is broken. Let's see if we can get up. Boom. Woo. Oh. Something to eat. So yeah, I've put hoppers in here, so when I chop down my trees, the apples and everything will just go into this hopper and go straight into these chests. I took the chests out of here. I might replace them, actually put chests back there, but I've done it for all the farms. As you can see, I do need to put stone brick there and there, possibly elsewhere, to make it a little bit neater. But those farms work a lot better with that addition. Oh, look at this. Weird. So that's good. That's good news. And it is a good it is a pretty good update. I mean, there's some really neat stuff in this, and oh, actually, I wonder if this still works. It does, but slower. That's good. That's the chicken refill. At least that still works. Something I'm going to do is I'm going to revamp the enchanting room. Woolly Creeper recently released a brilliant tutorial using comparators to control a number of bookshelves, and as you can see, I've got a 30 book enchanting room, and that is not necessary anymore. You don't need 30 books anymore. You only need 15, obviously, and there's a little enchanted book in there. As I've been hitting level 30 from wandering around, I've just been throwing a book into enchant. You don't need 30 levels anymore, so I mean, you don't need 30 bookcases anymore, so I'm going to revamp that with Woolly Creeper's excellent, like, fully customizable, button controlled enchanting room thingamabob. These still work quite well, and oh yeah, the spiral elevator in the skeleton tower, that still works. I'm not going to demonstrate it, but anyway, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Don't know how long this episode has gone for, probably about 25 minutes. I'm not going to do any work today. I'll get on to fixing bits and pieces, and we'll go through how I've done that in later episodes. I do want to mention that my last episode of Road to Nuclear Power will be going up shortly after this video is up. It is a two-parter, because the last episode I didn't want to break it up into two separate episodes, because it was pretty much covering the same thing. It was automating the main reactor, so it's turned out to be two roughly 25-minute episodes, or two parts. So look forward to that, and then after that, that will be the last episode, obviously, of the Road to Nuclear Power. But after that, I will start a new. I got to figure this out and fix it very quickly. I will be starting a new Hypermine series, a bit more Let's Play-ish or World Tour-ish, but a new Hypermine series nonetheless, because you may already know there's already been a bunch of videos released by the other guys, and I'm a slacker. We have a new map with the release of Feed the Beast Ultimate. So yeah, that's been fun. There's a whole bunch of new guys on the server, which is really cool, because we did lose a few people to other servers, and to lack of interest in Minecraft, and to getting new jobs, etc. So yeah, look forward to that. But until then, thank you for watching, guys, and keep on digging.